Hey, what's going on? Daniel here from D7Cs. I'm super excited to get into this box. I'm doing a little bit of a different format. I usually do like an intro and then I kind of get into it. But honestly, it's kind of late in the evening. I just came back from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and I'm tired. I don't have a lot of energy, so I'm just gonna get right into it. As you can tell by the title of this video, this is going to be a Strider SNG. I've actually never owned a Strider SNG. And it's funny because, I've been in this knife game for a long time. And, just, I don't know. I know these were part of the original Holy Trinity of knives, which make up the... Let me see if I could, I got the Chris Reeve Large Simmons 21, and then I got the Hinder Eclipse. So these two are part of that original Holy Trinity, and then you got the Strider SNG that's gonna kind of complete this Trinity. And so it's been a long time coming. I don't know why it took me so long to get, to try out a Strider SNG, but it is what it is, right? But super stoked. It seems like my collection is starting to gravitate towards more of the heritage, kind of the heritage knives, the knives that have been around for a long time, So like I shared with you, I had the Chris Reeve Large Simmons 21. I got the Hinder Eclipse. And these knives have been around. These knife companies have been around like at least 20 years or more, right? And so, I know there's still a lot of knives that are coming out with the latest and greatest, like, technology, innovation, and all that fun stuff. But I don't know why. I don't know if I'm just kind of becoming like a salty dog. You know what I'm saying? Like where I'm just like. I'm not jaded, I still get very much excited with all the latest and greatest that are coming out. Like for example, like Microtech just came out with their Ram Lock. Dang, this box is super hard to get into. You have companies like We Knives that are always coming out with the latest and greatest, like, innovations, steals and whatnot. But I don't know why. Like I'm just very much like gravitating towards knives that's just been around for a long time, that really just stood the test of time. And I would say the Strider SNG really fits into that category, right? So goodness me, this is a very this is the most ungraceful unboxing I've ever had. Kudos to the guy who sent it to me. He packaged it very well. And there you go, what I was gonna say, I just lost it. Anywho, one thing about Strider knives, if you're the kind of person that, really loves like beautiful packaging and boxes, a lot of the Chris Reeve knives, all of them come with that really good, nice packaging. You're not going to get that here. So Strider is notorious, very well known for just literally just shipping. Even if you get it brand new from retailer, it's going to come like in a little like Ziploc bag type deal, right? And so this is very in line with how Strider comes if you're going to get it brand new. But look at this. Oh, the guy I got it from, it looks like he put it in this really cool, I don't know what it is, like a wallet type thing. And let's see what he has. So, oh, thank you so much. Man, he included like an extra, what do you call it? Like a lock bar stabilizer thing that I could kind of switch out if I want to. So thank you so much for that. It looks like it's from Pete Gray of Gray Precision. I know he's very well known for making very, very awesome kind of like accessories and stuff like that for knives. So I'm gonna put that to the side. Thank you so much. You know who I'm talking about, the guy who sold this to me. Or actually, no, he didn't sell it. I traded it actually for the Rotten Design Evo 3.0 DLC. And so that's an awesome knife too, but it just wasn't really in my wheelhouse. So here it goes. It literally will come in a baggie like this. If you're gonna get it brand new from Strider himself, it literally probably comes something like that, right? And so boom, so here we go. This is literally my raw reaction, first impression right off the bat. Goodness me, this thing is very cool. So this is not like see, I'm still very new to the Strider kind of family, so I know there's a lot of different variations, generations, and all so on and so forth out there. So I'm just gonna go with what I know. Okay, so this is really cool because this is kind of a special, I think this is a special one, right? Because you got the monkey edge frag pattern. Looks like it's black G10, and then you got that. Ooh, okay. Ooh, very, very nice. Holy moly, look at that. You got that, the monkey edge logo right there, M Strider. Wow, yeah, so there's a little bit of a scuff mark, but it's cool. I think Striders, if there's any knives that look good with like scuff marks, I think Strider is it. So this is in the CPM3V, USA made. Goodness, this feels very, very good in the hand. Wow. And then you choke up on that finger choil. Dang, that's money right there, guys. Money right there. Gosh. And then you got this 3/4 grind. And I didn't know this. I thought it was going to be like a flat or like a saber grind, but this is actually a hollow grind, which I love hollow grinds. If you know anything about me, hollow grinds make me very, very happy. And so I think I was really kind of tied between a 3/4 grind with the hollow or like the full kind of flat grind, but ooh, this is feeling good. I am really, really digging it. Look at that. They coated it. Because if you know anything about CPM3V, I believe it is a tool steel, so it will kind of patina over time. But with this, with this coating, it'll kind of make it a little bit more resilient to the elements. But check that out, guys. Wow, look at that flame tiger stripe finish. I don't know if that's what the official name is, but it's like that tiger stripe finish. Ooh, this thing is, man. Oh man, guys, I'm actually very, very impressed. It has a good, it's not heavy, but it does let you know that you have a very robust tool in your hand. Feels very solid. Look at that blade stock thickness. Let me see, let me bring out the Les George VSEP. I think it's a little bit thicker than that VSEP. Let me see, let me bring out the large Sebenza 21. I'm pretty sure, yep, I'm sure. It was kind of a no-brainer. Look at that, how much thicker it is. And the last one, let's just go with the Hinder Eclipse and see what happens. That's kind of comparable. If you look at the jimping area, it looks very, very comparable. But see, this is a flat grind. It's not a hollow grind, so I would imagine this will probably perform better as a cutter. But yeah, first impressions is, wow, this thing is very nice. Gosh, I don't know why it took me so long to try out an SNG. I have the same feeling that I got when I tried the Les George VSEP for the first time. And, this knife has been around forever too. And I was just like slapping myself, metaphorically. I'm like, man, why did I wait so long? I think I just kind of jumped on the train, and I was getting like kind of all the latest and greatest like knives that were out there. But wow, look at that. Centering is pretty good. Maybe it's off a little bit, but I think that's typical of Strider. Wow, it feels very, wow, yeah. I mean, it feels so rock solid. Feels just like Sebenza, rock solid, guys. Look at that. It's like, you know, they have different design aesthetics and philosophy. I feel, you know, they're both very good for hard use. As you can see, I've loved on my Sebenza 21 really well. But yeah, I would say probably this SNG is gonna get that same love, maybe a little bit more. But wow, guys, this thing is really nice, guys. It's wow, wicked sharp, wicked sharp, guys. Man, you know, the action is a little bit like it's not like glassy, buttery smooth yet, but you know what I've heard and read is that, you know, there is a break-in period with this guy, and so I would imagine just over time it's just gonna kind of wear itself in and it's gonna get buttery smooth. That seems pretty much like what all the videos are out there. It looks like it just becomes very buttery smooth over time. You know, definitely it's not going to be like flickable, honestly. So both of these knives are running on phosphor bronze washers. Dude, I don't know what Les George did to those phosphor bronze washers, but this is the smoothest phosphor bronze washers I've ever experienced. So I don't know, that this really set the bar in terms of like, you know, just how incredibly smooth you know, these phosphor bronze washers can be. So, you know, I could imagine this will probably break out, you know, what do you call it, break in over time. But, you know, I was also wondering how this kind of frag pattern will feel in hand. You know, I was wondering if it's going to be really aggressive or not, but actually it feels very good. You know, it's not aggressive to a point where it feels uncomfortable, but does provide, I would say, just enough traction to know that this knife ain't going anywhere, right? And so, anyways, these are my initial kind of impressions. I'm very impressed. I'm very glad that I finally got a Strider into my, actually, let me take that back. I did have a Strider, but it was kind of a weird one. Not a weird one, but a unique one. It was the Strider SJ75S, and to this day I regret selling that knife. It's really hard to come by. I don't see them pop up very often in the secondary market, but that was a fantastic knife, guys. But so anyways, I'm very glad to get another Strider into my collection. Honestly, man, I think the SNG is like perfect size for me, guys. I might have to get another one, or maybe a few more, because I'm really digging this. I am really digging this, guys. You know, this is coming from a guy that really likes, you know, I kind of like that elegant, kind of that refined, you know, thing, I guess you could call it, right? But yeah, but then boom, once in a while I just want to have a little bit of fun. Boom, Microtech Combat Trudon. But anyways, I feel like a lot of my knives are kind of more, you know, a little bit aesthetically, it looks kind of more gentlemanly, a little bit, you know, it's like, you know, refined looking. And I'm not saying the Strider SNG is not refined. It definitely is, but in its own way. It really is. But anyways, guys, that is my first impressions. And if you guys have any questions or comments, just drop them down below. And you know, if you like what you're seeing, you know, then you know, feel free to subscribe or give me a thumbs up. But of course, you never have to. It's all good, you know. But with that being said, you guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you guys on the next one.